Hello guys, good evening. It's 10:30 ng gabi, 10:30 in the evening, and we'll see if the healthcare in Portugal is really free, or at least healthcare in the Europe region. I called SNS tonight to book an appointment for a doctor, and I'll tell you the whole story later. Okay? Tonight I'm going to Hospital de Braga because I accidentally booked an appointment. Yes, accidentally. It's not really accidentally. I intended to book an appointment, but not tonight. I mean, it's not an emergency. When I called the SNS number, I supposed to request an appointment for at least tomorrow, Friday, or next week, but not tonight. As a backstory, I called SNS number 808-242424 to book an appointment. I called them at 9:30 p.m. I called them because I tried booking online, but it wasn't available on my portal, so I dialed this number. And it's very impressive. At first, there is someone who will answer in Portuguese. It's an automated agent. And later, it will tell you, for English, press 9. So all you have to do is to press 9. After you press 9, there will be a prompt. Press 1 for psychological counseling and press 2 for other concerns. This is also impressive because it means they have a specific hotline if someone needs a mental health counseling. It means Portugal healthcare system prioritize our mental health. And of course, I selected 2 because my concerns is not related to psychological counseling. This is the Hospital de Braga, and this is a public healthcare facility in Braga, Portugal. And my impression in public healthcare in Braga is really amazing. This is the entrance of the emergency department, and as you can see, it's not crowded. And this is the counter where I showed my text appointment to the receptionist. So guys, I just got home from Braga Hospital, and while on the way going to the hospital, I realized that it was my first time traveling at night here in Braga, because in Lisbon, me and my friends used to go out until, in the evening, but here in Braga after work, I just stayed at home and that's it. And usually if I'm going to go out, let's say just going to buy some groceries in the supermarket, maximum 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm at home. So tonight was my first time seeing Braga at night. All right. So basically why I went to the hospital. Okay. So me and my colleague at my work were talking about earlier about how to book an appointment online if you want to see a doctor. So earlier today, I sent them a screenshot how to do the booking online. However, the screenshot is limited because it says here that I need to register myself first in the healthcare unit in order for me to book an appointment. So while at home, I was researching, so around maybe 10 o'clock in the evening or around 9:30 in the evening, and I tried calling the SNS number. So they have a hotline. I'm going to put it here so you can see it as well. And I tried calling them. So I'm going to have a look on my computer from time to time because I basically put the process, how I did it, and so on. So I called at exactly 9:30 p.m. It's here in my computer. And I dialed the number 808-242424. And then there will be a Portuguese operator. It's like an automated or bot operator. And then later on, at the end of the Portuguese sentence or phrase, something will tell you that press 9 for English. So you'll have to press 9 if you want someone to speak to you in English. And then after that, it will say press 1 for psychological counseling and press 2 for other concerns. So it means they are really prioritizing mental health in Portugal because they have like specific number to press immediately if you need a psychological counseling or mental health counseling, which is very good. So it's like, in the credit card, if you're calling the bank, there's a special number for fraud if you want to report a fraud or transaction being done but it's not you. So similar in this line. So press 1 for psychological counseling and press 2 for other concern. So from my end, I press 2. So I am doing this and I'm trying this process because I would like to get an appointment myself. um, I want to have an appointment with an ENT doctor. So that's it. So that's why I'm trying the process because I would like to book for one. So when I press 2, um, after just maybe 1 to 2 minutes, there is a human operator that greets me in Portuguese. But later on, she said, "Do you want to speak with someone in English?" And I said, "Yes." And then she asked me a few questions like, what are my symptoms? And, or I just have, oh, she asked me if I have a symptoms or I want just a regular checkup, just, a normal general checkup or healthcare checkup. And I told her I have a symptoms and she asked me what it's all about. So I told her that my ears has like a blockage and it's like itchy, and I told them it's been going on for a while now. And yeah, and then she asked if I have other health issues or allergies or if I'm taking any medication, if I have a fever, and I said no. So after that, she hold the call for a while, but of course, she told me that she's going to hold it for a while and she will ask someone to talk to me. So after a few minutes, again, she came back to me on the call and she told me that after 2 hours maximum, someone will call me and speak to me in English, and that person would create an appointment for me in the hospital. So basically, that's what happened in that call. Take note that I called her at 9:30 in the evening, and maybe our call lasted for 15 minutes, and she told me that within 2 hours, someone will call me. At 9:56 p.m., someone called me. So it's a different person. And he asked me to confirm that, do you want to speak with someone who's speaking English? And I said yes. And then, yeah, so it's like typical triaging, like, do I have an allergy? Do I have a fever? Anything related to my physical health, if I've been encountering this issue before. So basically, I just answered the question, all no, no, no. And then she told me that she's going to give me an appointment and I'm going to receive a text message. So right on the spot, while I'm on the call with her, I received a text message and she told me that I should go now. I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the evening. I told her, do I need to go now? Can I go tomorrow? Because basically, I called for an appointment, not tonight. It's at least tomorrow or on Friday or on Monday. It's not urgent. This is something not emergency. And the text that I received, it's like, go to the emergency department of Hospital de Braga. And when I asked her again, are you sure it has to be now? She said, yes, it has to be now. So I prepared myself because I don't like to miss this appointment, because my point is, if I did not show up, maybe later on, if I will ask for another appointment, they will not give me because I didn't take seriously the appointment that was provided to me. So at 10 p.m., I prepared myself in just like 15 minutes and I went to the hospital of Braga. When I went to the emergency department of the hospital, I was in awe. Okay, so the lobby, it's not as beautiful as is, but it's clean. I mean, public hospital in the Philippines or maybe in your country, when you say public, it's always crowded by people. And I just saw maybe like less than 20 people in the lobby. And I went to the counter and I just showed to the receptionist the text from SNS, and right on the spot, he checked his computer and he said, just wait for a while and a nurse will call you. I didn't wait that long. So this is like comparison in other hospital that I encountered. even in Saudi Arabia or in the Philippines, because I worked in Saudi Arabia before, but I'm not really falling in line in Saudi Arabia because I was working in a private hospital. So people know me. So if we go to the emergency or any clinic, we don't need to fall in line. They will be accommodating us immediately. But public hospital, typically you will need to wait long periods. You will be more sick and stressed waiting. But here, no, it's not like that. This experience is totally different from what I've experienced in the past. Okay, so I just waited maybe for like 5 minutes and someone called me, a nurse, directing me to the waiting area inside where I will be checked. So I waited again. So maybe I just waited. In that area, there's a lot of people waiting, maybe less than 20 people. But maybe I just waited for 15 minutes and I was called again, and it will be like straight to the doctor. And by the way, yes, most of the people, they don't speak English. So when they do the triaging, so I still have the badge on my hand. So basically, on the reception, after the reception, the nurse will call you, and the nurse will conduct triaging. So in the hospital emergency department, triaging means they are like categorizing the patient, how urgent or not urgent are you in terms of medical care. So red one is the most urgent because those are the critical people, and the green one is most likely the okay people. It doesn't require that urgent attention or medical help. But still, I didn't wait that long. Even I was tagged as green. I just waited like 15 minutes and I was directed to the doctor. The doctor started talking to me in Portuguese, but so he noticed that I couldn't speak Portuguese, so he can speak English. So if they cannot speak English, they will call someone to translate, at least someone with medical background, a nurse, or one of their colleagues to translate for us. So basically, he did the test and do that and do this, the normal routine checks. And after that, he gave me a prescription. So all I have to do is to go to the pharmacy and to buy. I'm not sure how much I'm going to pay for this one. But for the checkup, I didn't pay anything. So when I asked the doctor, "That's it, doctor, I can go now. How about this one?" He just said, "You can just take it away." And yeah, so that is my first experience in hospital here in Portugal, particularly in Hospital de Braga.